Chilika is the first site to be included in the Ramsar sites from India. And coincidentally, India also became a signatory to Ramsar Convention in 1981. So the inclusion of Chilika in Ramsar site as a Ramsar site is very significant. Unfortunately, Chilika went through certain ecological degradation. So in 1993, Chilika was included in the Montreal record due to change in ecological character. This Ramsar Convention include them in the Montreal record so that urgent and expeditious steps are taken for correcting the or restoring the system. So government of Odisha, rising to the occasion, created the Chilika Development Authority in 1991 as a kind of is a registered society, and it is chaired by the Chief Minister of Odisha. So CDA started restoration work with the carrying out certain study to trace the root cause of the degradation of Chilika ecosystem. And based on scientific recommendation, CDA went for a wide-scale consultation in form of national and regional workshop, and at the same time also wide-scale local community consultation. Based on that, in CDA developed a kind of action plan which is ecosystem-based and which is adaptive in nature. Chilika Development Authority took a very strategic step in form of opening of a new mouth in 2000 to restore the hydrological regime and salinity gradient of the lake. It worked very well, and after 2000 we found that the lake ecosystem started improving. And looking at this, the Ramsar Convention carried out a Ramsar advisory mission in 2001, and they found that the lake ecosystem is significantly improved. The lake biodiversity has improved. At the same time, the fish production has also gone up. So the Chilika lake was removed from the Montreal record in 2002. And this is the first site from Asia to be removed from the Montreal record. And in 2002, Chilika Development Authority was also conferred with prestigious Ramsar Wetland Conservation Award. The core value of the restoration model adopted by Chilika Development Authority is one, it is an ecosystem-based approach, and it's a adaptive management plan, and it's based on science and being validated by the local community. The Ramsar Convention became quite impressed with the way the Chilika Development Authority is managing this Ramsar site, and we started adopting all the guidelines which are kind of developed by the Ramsar Convention. Secretariat of Ramsar Convention got a little bit interested to study what is happening in Chilika, and the Secretary General of Ramsar Convention, who also intended to come and see Chilika, because Chilika is now the its global relevance, in the sense the Chilika model is being adopted by other wetlands, is cited in most of the international and national convention. So he became interested to come and see what is happening in the ground. And this is the first visit of Ramsar Convention's Secretary General to India and of course to Odisha. So he spent almost 3 days to 3 days and went around Chilika, saw everything starting from the hydrological intervention up to the community, then the SIPA program which is going on here. He met the fishermen, interacted with them, he interacted with the scientists.
a really wonderful and fruitful visit here. As I said before, the Ramsar Convention is a convention attached to the ground. Whatever we do should be translated into action on the ground. My feeling is a huge happiness because I have heard a lot about Chilika, and finally I have been able to come and see it and to talk to you and to see the challenges and to see how people are committed and how people are taking action. To see what are the real impacts of what we are doing with people. So it was really very useful, helpful for me to be here, to see all the stakeholders and to see the different groups with different interests working together for mutual benefit. It was really very, very helpful for me to be here and to hear from them the major challenges and how those challenges are addressed. And to see also the nature here, the lake itself, to see concretely the result of the action taken to address the restoration issue. And to see also for the future what the people need to do and what they are planning. I met not only the community, different group of users, but also scientific people assisting for understanding the issue and monitoring and to help and adjust. And this is helpful also to go to the decision maker, translate the scientific knowledge into policy. We are working on wetland at Ramsar, and forest wetlands are quite
in the work that we saw in Chilika, it's number one, the scientific basis of management of the lake, number two is involving the local community, and number three is looking at the whole institutional mechanisms by which all these three comes together. What was also interesting we saw in the governance structure of CDA is that you also have a political support at the highest level for the work that CDA is doing. This is very important, is unless the political system and the political will to support the activities of conservation, you can never get about conservation. All the work that is happening on the ground, if we do not have the right policy environment and the political patronage, you cannot really continue.